I doubled my income in 1 year when I add up my salary and all of my bonuses. I did so by following my own advice. I was constantly giving my mentees advice on how to get raises, things that I had done myself to get myself raises. But I was also encouraging them to be risk takers if things weren't aligning with their goals and expectations. Advice that I myself was not following. Once I realized that I had to implement what I was preaching, I executed on it, and it went way better than I could have ever imagined. It changed my life. So here's the story. I was in a role that I had been negotiating a raise for over 2 years. And even though I was getting raises, they had yet to meet what I was requesting, which was really only a 15% raise. So I took a chance and I ended up accepting an offer in another firm. Curiously, I was accepting an offer with a little over a 30% raise plus a signing bonus. And as I was walking out the door, my current company matched it. But at that point, I was ready for new adventures and fully committed to a new environment, so I left. After a couple of months, I received an uncycled 10% raise because I had taken on a group lead role. A couple of more months went by and I received a cycled 10% raise. And about another 10 months in that role, I received another 10% retention raise, as well as a couple of spot bonuses here and there. And within 13 to 12 months, I had doubled my income. So let me share with you the strategies that I advise when you're looking to increase your salary. First thing you need to do is truly understand your role, as well as the value and the contributions that you bring to your company. Make sure you understand your contributions. Are you producing more than everyone else in the same role as yourself? Are your productivity levels higher than everyone else? But not just that. Are you taking on responsibilities outside of your current role? Are you talking to clients? Are you thinking of projects as a whole, as in you're looking at the schedule, you're looking at the budget, you're looking at profitability and how your specific role helps with the profitability, which is the big one. Truly understand why you deserve that raise. The next thing you need to do is research and compiling evidence. You need to understand what is the comparable salaries in other companies for the position that you're doing, not just the position that you're doing, but also the specific responsibilities and role that you're doing. And you can do this by looking up applications on LinkedIn. They usually have the salary ranges on there. So if you can find applications with the job description that is similar to your own job description and what you do in your current company, those usually have the salary ranges on there, and you can do that research. But the best way to do this is to actually talk to peers and friends that are potentially in the same industry and doing the same role as you are. I think the younger generation has less of a taboo around money talk, so we're much more transparent when it comes to talking about our salaries. But this is the best way to find real data and evidence to truly understand the state of the market and how much your role is earning in other comparable markets. So the first strategy to approaching your boss to start negotiating a salary and asking for a raise is to bring that evidence and all of that research that you've done with you. List out in front of them your exact roles and responsibilities and the value that you bring to the company, and try not to be qualitative about it. Try to be very quantitative about it, very specific on what specific actions you've done that have helped increase profitability, meet budgets, meet schedules. Try to be very, very specific. And then lay out your research, telling them exactly what the market is looking like for your specific role. I would always add a contingency on top of the number that you're presenting to them, because they are going to negotiate with you. So always come with an exact number. Try to add a 5-10% contingency to it so that there's room for negotiation. Finally, if that does not work and it's not aligning with your expectations, this is when I would suggest going out there and looking for an offer to leverage during negotiations. However, my big recommendation here is don't go out there looking for an offer just to use as negotiations, thinking that your company is going to match them. Always look for an offer that you're excited to take, that you are willing to take, and would be happy to leave for. Apply an interview with companies that you are genuinely interested in and they are genuinely interested in you. Make sure that you are upfront about your salary expectations early on so that you don't waste each other's time. Once you receive an offer that you would be happy to take, That's when you go back to your company and negotiate with them. The conversation usually goes something like, I've received an offer of an X% in increase. My preference is obviously staying in my current role, but it would be financially irresponsible of me to not take this offer. Would you be willing to match that offer? And then it goes one of two ways. You either receive the salary that you wanted, or it's time to move on and accept that offer. Finally, understand that everything is business, not personal. You will find that there are places willing to pay for your skill. So take the offer. In my experience, you will encounter an appreciation for your skills and potentially encounter companies that are not only willing to pay for the value of your skills, but are also making sure that you're happy and making sure that you will stay. These are the places that you want to work for, somewhere where you feel appreciated and not make you feel guilty or like you owe them something for that raise, but rather work for places that value you and are willing to pay for that skill. Anyways, that's it. That's everything that I did to increase my salary in 1 year. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.